we should be live. Let's get into it. We've got our charts set up here, and a good start to the morning. Market is nice, high and flying. We are ready to rock and roll. Let's get into it. Let me go ahead and get the link sent out a couple different places, and we'll jump on in. It looks like we're looking for some longs here potentially as prices are trying to climb. We haven't gotten over this level here, so a little patient there. Let's see. Let me know how my audio is. I'm using a microphone now, so let me see if that'll help out with some of the audio you guys have been mentioning. Just give me a second, let's get this set, and we'll get to rolling. Okay. Channels. Okay, there, and we'll go here as well, and then we should be ready to go. Alright, we are off in to the races. Let's get after it, Brennan. How is my audio? Will you guys let me know how my audio is, if it's better or worse than it was before? I guess I can, hold on. Sounds like it's a little echoey. How's this? Alright, 1 second. We'll get that updated by doing it. Okay, how's this? It's a little bit better. Let me try one other thing. How's this? It's about the same. Okay, we'll go with this one then. Alright, well let me get the stupid mic out of the way. And meanwhile, we are melting down, so we'll be looking for some shorts here, so let's give it time. And okay, now you guys can hear me. I'm just double checking there. So what I'm seeing here would be price. Let's see if it wants to hold this. If it does, great, then we'll be looking for a price to get back up. If it breaks through here, then we actually be looking for a short right up here to take that down. Okay, so kind of analyzing this a little bit, and we had this huge run up, and so we don't necessarily want to like short into this without having a ton of evidence that it's going to work out, right? So we want to be patient here. I'd say we're still looking for longs. Here's the 15-minute chart. The price is so extended already. You can see what the market's up to. The Qs are up by 1%. It's great. So much going on here. So let's see if we can break. By the time I get my level on there, it'll be there. Let's see if we can break like that level right there. That looks to be like the very top. And again, we're now sitting at all-time highs. So let's be, very, very cautious here as far as like how we analyze things. I guess all-time highs would have been, that same level basically. Let's mark that really fast. Here, and here. Okay, right there. So we're 1 point away. We're probably gonna end up making some all-time highs here. And we'll see what the market wants to do and how it wants to respond to this. But I don't take a lot of caution when we get to this, as price is gonna move either way. Let's put that back on the 15-minute chart. Okay, there it is. Here's the 5. So it's just a consistent flow up. Let's see. So let's see if we can get price to pull back to our level right here. Maybe we can get ourselves a long into this. Let's go 15. Okay. Price dipping. Let's go. Oh, wow. I should have gone in limit order. Let's go long right there. This one might get away from me a little bit. Let's see. As my entry should have been a little bit lower. Fill was bad because I went with the market order. Got to be a little bit better about that. So let's wait and be patient on this one. but we're kind of sitting at these highs here. And then while this thing works itself, let's see. Be patient. Okay, we're kind of just sitting here. Let's see if price can hold this or if we're gonna get some decent movement here. So down 45, even. Okay. 210, 220. We'll take 195 on that one. So solid trade there. Let's get this out of the, give me 1 second. I'm gonna move my mic, which one? I think it's this one. Okay, how about now? Can we hear, are we back? All right, cool. I don't know how long we went without sound. My apologies there. Jeez, okay. Let's see if we can get price to pull back here a bit and see what we get here. So let's go, we want to go buy right there. Let's see if price will touch that for us. Okay, it did. We're up 30, down 45. Okay, be patient here. Looks like price is really gonna fly through our entry level here. Let's see how far it wants to go before we have to jump out of this one, if we do at all. Okay, so let's see if price can hold that. Okay, we really would just need price to get, okay, so this one's probably gonna extend a little bit further. Let's see how far it extends and if we need to jump out of this one or if we can hang on to it for a little bit. Okay. All right, so if we can get, let's just take a plus on that one and call it a day. Not the greatest of entries, probably could have been a little bit lower and that would have saved that trade a little bit for us as we would have been moderately profitable. Now here's what I'm seeing since you moved the mic. Okay, cool. So we got that first trade at least with some sound, but then it disappeared on us after. Guys, my apologies on that. I use a system and I thought I switched everything around. I'm wondering what yeah, who knows? Who knows? All right, we're back though. Let me just double check one more time. Cool. Okay, great. All right, sorry. Let me go back to what I was saying before, is we will have some updates on the RWAP is what I'm calling this, kind of the range weighted average price. And basically what I want to do with this thing is use this as our support and as our resistance as time goes on. Ron, you mentioned this a couple days ago. I kind of dove into it a little bit, reviewed some of my winning and losing trades over the past couple weeks, and I was like, okay, maybe this has some credence to it. But essentially, we just want to use these levels as a little bit more of an accurate buy-sell zone. So potentially like selling right here. Let's go sell right there, actually. Let's see if price wants to hold this and continue down, or if it's going to blast through and go back up. Let's see. Usually you are using these levels as support and resistance to help us find some of these moves. We're going against momentum here, so let's see how this one fares out for us. Might have to jump out a little early, but let's see. Down 75, down 120. If it races up, then we'll jump out. Okay. Let's see if price wants to hold this, and let's call that, yeah, we'll call that one dead right there. But, well, we basically held this level here as our support and ran instead of using this level as resistance. So, but essentially how this would work is we would have these channels, either this one or this one would be green. We'd be looking for buys only. And then we would just basically use these levels as, again, support/resistance. So a little bit sloppy there on my end, but basically looking for some longs here. Let's see what we get and see how that goes. What prop plan are you using? 50K Apex PF. I'm sorry, 50K TopStep. My apologies, 50K TopStep. So only 3 contracts on this one. Again, as the ATR moves down a little, we'll add more contracts. But for this one, only 3. Make sure my face is in the right spot and everything. All right, cool. Sitting in a good spot here. Let's be patient with it. Okay, we got price pulling back a little. Let's see if we can get ourselves a potential buy right here. Maybe that's a little low. Right there. Okay, so let's see if we can get ourselves a decent fill. That'd be price really pushing back down here, and then we'd expect it to bounce and run. So let's see how that goes. PF, I'll answer that question in just 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so so price didn't get down as far as we wanted it to. That's okay. Let's see if we can get down on the next trade here. We'll keep it going. Gotta check something here. But PF, the 50K account, the only consistency rule you have is 50%. And so the way that works is you basically cannot you can't make more than 50% of the profit goal. So in this case, in my case, 1,500. Let's see if we get a fill right here. I'm gonna cancel that order. We're in the order. So I wasn't able to cancel that one. That stinks. Let's see if this is gonna turn out to be a decent trade for us. If not, we'll jump out at a small loss. Plus 60. Okay, we accidentally got into this trade and definitely should have gotten out. Okay, so gosh damn it, my entry got filled and I wanted to cancel it. Whatever. Basically how it works, PF, is you can't make more than 50% of the total profit goal in that account, right? In 1 day. So you can essentially pass it in 2 days Let's do this right here. Hold on 1 second. We'll get this readjusted so I can kind of show you this. All right. Back, back, and back. Okay. So how it works is you basically have to make $3,000 in the 50K account. You have up to 5 contracts. So you can use 5 contracts in this, in the eval, but you can't lose more than $1,000, which is the other thing, right? So you can't lose more than $1,000 in any single day. Then you'll be done trading for the day. Now that's a static drawdown. What that means is that, let's say you're up 500 bucks, you kind of have $1,500 to lose before you're done trading. So it's a little bit different. Some people like it, some people don't like it as much. It just depends. Inside the PA account, you have a scaling plan. So you can only trade with 2, in the 50K, it's 2 contracts. In the 100K and 150K, it's 3 contracts that you can trade with. But the same rules apply, the same drawdown limit. So it's actually a little bit more favorable for the PA account than Apex. The other thing is that there is no consistency rule in the PA account other than making $200. You have to make that 5 times before you're eligible for a payout. Once you do that, then you can get 50% of the profit that you have. So really nice there. Up to $5,000, I believe, is our new rule there, but not a big deal. All right, so some not so good trading there for me. A couple of things I misinterpreted. All right, let's see if we can get price to basically hold below our midline here on our 1 minute. And that would, to me, signal that we're probably looking for some shorts, right? Not necessarily that the price is gonna come all the way back down and erase this big old move, because that's not likely to happen, I don't think. We had some news today. I could probably get to Forex Factory pretty quick. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, CPI came in as expected. Still really high, honestly. Like 2.7 is very high, but it was basically at the same spot that we all expected it to be, or the market expected it to be, and that's why we got this bull run here. Okay, so CPI comes out, hour before the market opens, boom, full speed. All right, so let's see if we can go sell right there. I'm gonna go sell right there. I didn't get a limit order in there, but my fill was really good, so I'll take that. All right, so let's see. And basically what I'm trying to see or wanting to see is price hold this mid-level here, okay? And then pop down, maybe to this low, maybe to down here, we'll see. Let's see what we got. Now again, I'm not looking for ultimate shorts here and thinking the market's gonna fall out of the sky. I just think that price is gonna hold here and run down, so let's see what we got. Okay, plus 30, 135. All right, we'll take that really quick and keep it pushing. I still think this is a really good spot here. I'd probably just maybe a little bit early on execution there. So let's see what price wants to do here. Because again, we don't necessarily want to be trading inside the channel, but what we do know is that price will hold the average price of our candles here and then potentially push back. Now, we have a lot of buying momentum. This is the 5 minute, here's the 15. And so again, trying to erase all of this in like one candle is not going to happen. Got to be really patient there. But if we can pick and choose our spots and find some profit here and there, we'll be in a really good spot here. So that's the 15 minute. Here's the 5 minute, probably a better look at what we're seeing on price. So price up here, and potentially it'll hold here. At this level here, this would be our support, and we would let price run. We'll see what happens here as we let price continue on. So we've had a couple red candles on our 5 minute, but we've had price continuously extend up since then. So let's see where are we on everything. Okay, Bitcoin's at 100K again. That's nice. Qs are up a 1.5. Okay, all right. So let's see. All right, so now we have price on our 1 minute chart here, as you guys can kind of see this, holding our mid level. Now, this to me doesn't mean sell right away. I did like this pullback here, but it didn't give us any real movement, and so we had to close out with a small profit. But we are seeing that price is holding here. So now what we need to see is if price can break beyond this level, and then our price target would be somewhere down here over time. Okay, so there's price extending down. Okay, so we have that, and as just a macro look, price moves up, okay, and it kind of goes sideways for a second, and now we might start to get some sloping down. So we'll see what this one candle wants to do in this 5 minute here. We'll see if it dips into here and jumps out, or if it's gonna hold and run down a little bit and curb some of that upward movement. One of the things about Apex that I think TopStep has the edge on is just the payouts. For Apex, there are a few different rules, including how many days you have to trade. There's obviously a profit rule. So let me see if I can go sell up here. If price wants to get there, looks like it may or may not. I'll go a little lower. All right, so let's see if maybe price wants to hold here. But if price wants to pop up here, I'll take a short right there and see if I can get price back. If not, then we'll wait till the next candle. I might have to use this as our resistance and look for a short out of that. So let's see. See what price wants to do. See what price wants to do here. But I think TopStep has just the edge on for funded traders who earn a PA account. I just think that they have the edge there. Now you can't use as many contracts, you can't use as many accounts as Apex, and so I think they lose out on that. But I also don't think that there are that many traders, and I'm one of them, who are going to use 10 or 20 PA accounts responsibly to scale up and earn a payout. I just don't see that as a realistic thing that most people need to be worried about. It is something that a lot of people gripe about, that TopStep doesn't give you that ability. However, I just don't see it as a huge deal, considering most people don't trade more than a couple accounts at a time anyway. So you can still group trade with TopStep, but I don't believe you can copy trade across like TopStep and other firms. I've never tried that, but I believe that is like a thing for TopStep. You can't include them in any of your trade copiers. All right. So we'll see. Let's go here, and here. Okay. Now we're just kind of chilling a little bit. Had a lot of you guys check in. Thank you for all the comments. Let's see. I still like that same level. We'll see if price can get up to that level here, and if it does, maybe we'll get ourselves a nice little move. Now we could be seeing, there's the 5, here's the 15. Like price just hold this, and then maybe it doesn't want to go back up, or maybe it does want to go back up. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I still would like, if price were to jump up here, I would like a sell on that with this momentum down right here. I think that would be a really good trade. So let's see what price wants to do here. We'll see if we can get the market to open up a little bit more on the downside. And we are sitting at 12 on our ATR still. So a lot of really big movement is occurring. So still we're going to use 3 contracts. Let's see if this is going to be the move here. The price hits our midline, and I need to move it up just a little bit as price is starting to reverse back. Okay, so right there, we're going to 706. Whoa. 706 will be our entry. Maybe it should be just a tad lower, but I'm going to keep it at 706 there. And let's see if this is the bottom and the price is now calling for a long, or if this is going to be a small bottom, price is going to pop and then pull back. Let's see what we get. We'll have to give this one a little bit of space because we're seeing quite a bit of movement. So let's see what we have here. Okay, a lot of wicks. What's our 5 minute look like? Okay, 5 minutes still trending towards down here, but we could see a test up to that 710 level, which would be 4 points higher than my entry would be if I get filled right here. Let's see. Okay, so we're in the trade. Price pulls back, we're up 90, 45. Okay, even down. Let's see if, again, that 710 level is kind of what I have my eye on for the 5 minute. Okay, here goes price. Pushing. Let's see if we can give it a little bit more space here. Okay. All right, we're going to close that out at plus 45 on that one. Let's see if we have. Yeah, we're going to close that one out with just a small profit there. Yeah, 19, that's fine. We'll take that. Small trade there. So price, and we're inside the channel now, and so probably sticking to the rule of not trading the channel is going to make a lot of sense. But basically what I thought would be was price would hold here and drop down. It didn't necessarily do that. That's okay. Not the way I intended it to be. But we did get up to that 710 level and push back, which is what the 5-minute chart kind of called for. Right here is what I said, 710. Pushes 2 points past that, and then it continues to reverse back down. Well, it kind of held actually, trying to move back up. So okay trade there, not the worst in the world, but definitely we had an opportunity to be profitable right here, but not what I was expecting price to do. So that's okay. We learned a lesson a little bit, and we didn't lose money doing it. So that's kind of best of both worlds. Let's see if we can get price to uncork a little bit more, and we'll see what we got. All right, so ATR falling off a cliff a little bit. Previous candle was at 11, almost 12. So we still have a lot of movement here going on. We'll be patient here though. Patient here. Patient. Okay. Got 80 of you guys watching. Really appreciate you guys being here and checking in. Let me know what questions you guys have, how your trading is going this morning. Love to hear that stuff. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live stream. If you haven't already, also subscribe. Want to make sure that we grow this bad boy as big as we possibly can. Okay. All right. Okay, so big dump here. Great. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so here's our 5-minute. Price rejects up here and is maybe pulling back down to here, which is our 684 level, so down here. I'm curious on what this candle wants to do and what it means, and so we'll be patient with that. Let's see what we have here. Make this a little bigger. Yeah, very curious on what this is going to mean for us here. So let's be patient, because now what we've seen here is price start to like tail off a little bit, and we could start to see it come back down. And to what level, we'll see, but we are starting to see that a little bit. So let's kind of wait and watch. Okay. Now I would go with a sell if price were to pop up here. I guess right clicking is just not the game right now. Sell right there potentially. If price extends a little further, then we'll use this first deviation right here as our entry. So we'll be patient, but I like to see price pop up here first for me to get into this trade. And then what we'll basically do is just try to trail this thing all the way down. Here's what it looks like on the 5-minute. On the 15, we're still really extended. 30-minute is up here, hour is up there. And so we'll see what these candles really mean for us in the coming minutes, I guess. So let's see. All right, so there goes price. Let's see if price can get back to my level here. I need to pop just a little bit further, probably, about 8 more points, which would be a lot of movement if we got that. Let's see. Close. I don't know if it's going to get there. I need 3 points. Okay, we're in the trade. Wow, that thing really pushed. Now let's see if it's going to continue that, or if we're going to get the right spot. We had the right resistance spot, and we'll see if price wants to pull back here for us. So down 105, down 30. Okay. Price pushing past. Let's see. Even. Okay. I really like our spot. There we go. 255, 270. We'll take 285 on that one. Probably a little bit more room there to hold on to. But 285 on that trade, and then again, let price kind of settle out here. We could be done going down. Here's our 5-minute look as price is sitting on here and just holding. Now it's only been one candle, so we'll be patient with that. But it's kind of sitting here. Maybe it bounces and rolls back up. We'll see. But I like our downtrend on our 1-minute. We can easily see. We'll just do trend lines here. We can see price starting to really trend down right here. there and there. So we're starting to see that a little bit. Now, we're not going to trade this channel or anything like that, but I do see price sloping down, and so looking for more shorts than longs does make sense. All right. $285 on that one. Good trade. Hard to wait on price in those pivotal moments. Intuition giving retail traders some positions and likely something big coming. Yeah, I would agree with that, TJ, definitely. Like some of the most obvious spots are the most obvious spots for everyone. And a lot of times when you see, those positions open up, you do have to give it a little bit of room before it's going to work out in your favor. Like for that trade specifically, my risk reward ended up being just over 1. We took 285. We were down 200 or 220. And so on that trade, we just had to give it a little bit more room before it worked itself out. Now, would I like sell right here and hold on to this sell? I don't think so. I don't think that's the game I want to be in. But sometimes you just have to let price, shuffle out a little bit first. Because if enough buyers step in and enough sellers have to get out, this thing pops, right? So we'll see and we had some of these long wicks here. We have buyers stepping in, but it's just sellers getting out, sellers jumping out, and we have price exploding back up to the upside, okay? We like to see lopsided price movement like this, where you just have basically all buying, couple pullbacks, but all buying. When you start to get more like this is where you have to pick and choose your spots really carefully. If you do it right, you make money, like we just saw. If you do it wrong, you lose money, like you've seen before as well. So, solid trade there. But yeah, it can be quite tricky. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's see. Okay. Let's quit that for now. All right, so we're starting to see price build up a little bit, okay? And we're basically trading inside of this one little channel here. Now, if we can get price outside of what we expected to do, this expected range, then we'll take it. Outside of these 2 red lines, we'll take it, and we'll see what we can get. But for now, it doesn't look like we've got a whole lot of consistency going. So let's chill for just a moment, and we'll see what we can get. And then eventually we'll open up some of the contracts, maybe get into 4 contracts on some of these few next trades coming if price begins to settle down just a little. So we'll see. I could see price for the rest of the day going a bit flat and then maybe pulling back a little bit. I could also see us going like sideways and then down and then up again in the afternoon. Let's see what the 15-minute says. So we're maybe going to erase all of that. Maybe we're going to get back to these highs, which is exciting. So let's see what that wants to do. 10-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what we get here. I'm thinking that I might want to go long and use like this level right here as my buy. So I'm probably a little shy on this one. And I move my limit order right to, okay, we got filled on that one. That was a sloppy fill, I think. But let's see. There's 60 or 75, 90, 150, now 45. Okay, now we're down. So my original entry price probably would have been better suited for this trade, but wanted to get into it and we got into it. We were up 150, now we're up 15, 60, okay, 105, 15, 30. All right, so price is really fighting to go higher here. Let's see. Okay, there we go, 165. We'll take 135 there. I think price would end up uncorking, but I just don't want to risk it here. I think that the next, there's going to be, there we go. I think there's going to be another chance for me to take the same trade here, and there it goes. So a lot of times, I will either rag on myself or you guys will rag on me about not holding some of these trades long enough. A lot of times I hold just long enough to get what I'm looking for, and from time to time, price will continue to move in the direction we thought, but sometimes this happens too. And I would argue that having a winning trade turn to a losing trade is far worse than missing out on additional profits. Yes, you could be more profitable, but losing a trade where you were winning is also very difficult. That I would say that leads to more revenge trading than anything, is price, like, going in your favor, but then turning around on you pretty quick. So yeah, don't want to be revenge trading. We're up 338 on the day, so some solid work here. Let's see what price wants to give us, and we'll keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Yeah, we'll see. PF, you could be right as far as sideways. Now, sideways isn't bad. Sideways isn't terrible, I don't think. What would be terrible is if price like only decided to range between like 15 points. That would stink. But if we go like up 20 and then down another 20, like that'd be cool. I'd be cool with sideways movement, up here. Like that'd be fine. Let me see the 15. Like if I marked a line there and I marked a line like right here, that's not too terribly far away from each other. 60 points-ish or so, 61 points. So I wouldn't be too mad about that. Like if we got to the top and then we trailed back down, like those some easy trades there. If we got to the bottom and pushed back up, those some easy trades there as well. Very predictable trades. It's in the meantime. Does price go from 725 to 736? Like if it does that, which is just up here, like that's cool. But if it does it in just like a green, red candle, then that's really annoying. It's really annoying. So if it's sideways, it's predictable. Good work, Brendan. Good work. $300 gold, perfect. That's in your PA account, I believe. So that is fantastic. Great work, Brendan. Let's go ahead and get that set up here. And good work, Brendan. Awesome to see that. Brendan, how many contracts were you trading to get your $300? Talk me through that a little bit, and we'll keep it going. Brendan, I believe you'll be here tomorrow, so be able to kind of explain some things in person. So that'd be good, I believe. Brendan, you have to confirm with me. I'll text you, but if you want to confirm now, that'd be cool too. All right, let's get that there. All right, so not a whole lot going on just yet. Be patient. Okay. All right, we are just horrendously flat right now, but that's okay. And this is what happens at all-time highs is like there's too much momentum going up for price to really go down. Initially, the market's been open for an hour, right? So an hour and 10 minutes. So it hasn't been that long since price has had time to digest like what's really going on here. And so it'd be silly to say that we're gonna get this next big move after we just had an extraordinary move, right? And here's one thing about all-time highs is before I day traded like full time, I was a financial advisor at a big firm. You guys would all know the name of the firm. And the thing about all-time highs is you would think people would say, I'm gonna wait like for it to come back a little bit, then jump in. But people are so impatient that they end up just piling money in anyway. As price gets closer and closer, as it gets into all-time highs, they just pile money in because they think it's gonna continue to go up. And oftentimes when you hit an all-time high, the next thing that happens is a new all-time high. All-time highs continue on. I think there's a stat that if you have one all-time high in the year, early in the year, you end up with like 12 or 14, right? So when we hit those all-time highs, price likes to continue marching. But when you're at these all-time highs, like we are right now, and mind you, price is up quite a bit today. S&P is up just over half a point. The Qs are up 1.5, right? We've got a lot of price movement. Even Bitcoin's up a little bit. Ethereum's up quite a bit, 3 and 4% respectively, 4 and 5 almost. We could see price exhaustion, but we're gonna need like another big boost for price to get a little bit higher here. But we would need something else for price to digest and like can drop all the way back down. Even to just like right in here, we would need to see a ton of movement or time. We need to see a lot of time. So don't ever be shocked by people buying into all-time highs. It's actually very common. It happens all the time. People really, they just can't help themselves but get into these long-term movements when they're at all-time highs. They just can't help themselves. They want to be patient, but they just can't. All right. All right. Todd, what's good, my friend? Good shit, Brendan. Great job. Yes sir, yes sir. Thank you guys. Cool. All right, so Brendan, you'll be here tomorrow. I'll be hopefully no hoodie on, but we'll see. No hood up, rather. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so we'll see what we get. Well, I mean this. So just for context, and you guys can see this, just a trend line. I don't want that. This is the highest point that the market has ever reached ever in history, right? We are living live recording this. This is the highest the NASDAQ has ever hit in human history, right? And so we'll see what price wants to do from here. We could make more history throughout the day. It kind of looks like that could be the case, as like this is our low, considering where we started. Like, so this is our low, and price was over here before. So 100 points, 110 points. So maybe we'll see some additional history made. Maybe we won't, but we'll be patient here and wait. So I am starting to see price come down a little bit, and I don't, even though we kind of nailed this trade last time, and by nailed I mean we made like 150 bucks. If we get price to bounce here and push back up, I could see myself selling that potentially, but I'd rather see price extend down here and then pop up and I'd get a sell right there and then see price extend back. So we'll see. Because I haven't seen price trade in our alley down here. I haven't seen price make a new channel down here, right? We've been basically trading inside of here or up here or extended even further out on the 1 minute. Look at where the 15 minute has been. We basically traded these two channels, these two. We haven't really traded this deviation. We've been outside of this deviation. I had to like add the RWAP again to even include like these levels because there's only three. 1, 2, 3. Here's the fourth and here's the fifth. All right. So we have price pushing down a little bit. Okay. So price doesn't want to maybe reject those all-time highs a little. Yeah, Brennan, fast. We'll see what you want to do, hoodie or not. But Brennan will be to my left. The camera's right. So take some good trades tomorrow too. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so price failing to go lower than this, but we do have, this is gonna be tricky. Let's go sell potentially right there. This one is a bit, this would be an aggressive trade. This one gets filled up here. Let's go a little higher. If that one got filled up there, then like that'd be pretty cool. I think we could be in a really good spot. So we'll see. I think we might find out here in just another second. So I think I moved my entry up a point or so, and so if I'm a point shy, like that, it just is what it is. We're at the top of our sell zone, blow through it. Now let's see if price really gets up here, if we pop again, or if we're gonna pull back. Now this candle, let's say this candle holds or it pops down a little bit, then I would cancel this order and I'd probably reposition to potentially even cancel altogether and just wait for the next trade. But price making a huge push down like this and then a big reversal, that's action that I like to see. Let's see how high this thing wants to push before it pulls back. And maybe it doesn't pull back at all. Let's see. Okay. Even, down. All right, might have to take profit here if we get it again. 150. Had a chance at $15. Okay. All right. So same story as before. All right, minus 210 on that one. Same story as before is we basically tried to test to see if price was willing to pop here and push back down. It didn't, and so we weren't able to get what we were looking for there, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. We had a chance to get profitable or be profitable by like $15 or maybe $45, and so we were basically losing that entire trade. So not a surprise we lost that trade. So maybe trading on inside the channel just isn't going to be our day-to-day, and so we'll want to wait for price maybe to extend out a little bit further. Then we'll get a trade, extend out a little bit further, then we'll get a trade. So we'll have to be patient here. Still up $1.30 on the day, so still got some profits in there, but shaky, we'll say. Still trading 3 contracts, which on that trade, thankfully, but ATR sitting at about 11. I'm gonna use the previous candle on that. So still a lot of really good movement. We'll see what happens. Yeah, PF, I really appreciate that. That is my style, to be in and out. I really don't like to hold on to trades a long time. If I'm going to do that, then I probably wouldn't even look at the 1 minute chart if I'm looking for 20, 30 points. Ideally, my goal is to get about 5. If I can get 5 points in a trade, that's cool. I really don't want to give up that much either. And so it just depends on the day, but Sundays are better than others. But for right now, because we're trading where it is choppy, we got to make sure that we get out quickly too. So let's see if we can get price to break out of here first. And then maybe we'll have something here. So let's see. Okay. So we're seeing that. All right. So all right. So let's see what we have here. And really what we're looking for, and we haven't seen it since here, since 9:15. So basically this entire live stream, I'd say, minus some of this, is basically priced to give us a real direction. We did get some sloping down here, which was cool. We got that. Pop here, push down, pop up here, push back down, pop up here again, push back down potentially. But we really haven't seen a ton of movement outside of this little range right here, which we talked about this already on the 15-minute chart. Doing the 5-minute chart, it's the same thing. Maybe I'll make these a different color just so that it's not too in the way. Yellow. So we're kind of just waiting to see what price wants to do here. And then if we get some action, we'll see. We'll maybe see price push up here, sit, and then run some more, or we can see price push down here, maybe try to catch a reversal off of that and trade back into our channel here. All right, so again, still looking at this as support, looking at this as resistance. It's just been basically one candle holding price. Here, we had a push down here, the price popped again, continue to push here, and now we're back, so let's see. So I still think that I'm right looking at shorts. I do think that, but I don't know if we're ready for like the big movement. Like we're gonna have 4, 5, 6 points down, 7, 10 points down. I don't know if we're ready for that just yet, so we'll see. Gotta be patient, but we will see. 10 of you guys watching, really appreciate that. 9 of you guys watching, really appreciate that. Happy to have you guys here. You guys have any questions, shoot them in the comments, or put them in the comments rather, said better. But yeah, let me know what you're thinking, how your day's going so far, and we'll keep getting after it. Okay. All right. Okay. Keep it going. Man, so we are gearing up, I would say, for a pretty nice move coming. In short order, I think that this is going to be our range that we'll trade. Now, I do think that there is potential for price to push down into here and then to pop up, take a sell somewhere in here, and then price to push down into basically new lows, like new recent lows is how I'd say that. I do think that there's opportunity there. So the upside looks a bit tough. I think that there are a ton of sellers up there waiting for price to get back up so they can go back and go short again. I do think that. But on the downside, I think that we've got a chance too. I think that we've had basically a ton of resistance up here. And if we can get price to just hold some level, like respect some level anywhere, we can get that down. It looks like price is really respecting our RWAP line here really well. So could be looking for buys. Like basically price getting here, we're just looking for buys. So far, we haven't seen anything hold enough to sell. And then up here, same sell. And then we had selling up here as well. So just gotta wait and be patient. We might not get the market to uncork for a minute. So we'll see. But I think we want to be here when it does. Be here when it does. We'll certainly see. Let's move the computer really quick right here. And let's get it going. Pop this open. Okay. Here, patiently waiting. I'm watching the 5 minute here, and this is what I'm seeing. And you guys are seeing this too. All of these candles are red. It's just the amount of red has been shaky. But basically now we've got price inside of our original, our normal channel here. It popped up, it respected it, and it pushed back. It used it as support over here a few times. But now I think it's pushing. Let's see if we can get ourselves a decent sell. What I want to do is probably wait for this candle to close. I want to wait for another candle too, and then maybe we have a trade. So after this candle closes, after the next one, I want to see what that one does, and then we might have ourselves a nice little trade to get into. So we'll certainly see, but let's be patient here and let price come to us. Got 12 of you guys watching, really appreciate that. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live stream, make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're gonna continue pushing here. Okay, so we're getting to these low, let's see. All right, now my brain wants me to use this right here as a sell level. So I would go sell right there. And if that, let's see how that trade would work out. I'm not gonna take the trade, let's just watch it for a second. Price may or may not get there. How's this look on my, okay, you guys can see that. All right, cool. Now here's the 5 minute, right? So we're at the center line now. Okay, so there's price, it pushes down. Now price doesn't get to my line here. It gets close, but it doesn't get there all the way. That's okay. So then now, depending on what price wants to do with this, this down here, then, and I have 5 points difference on my 15 minute versus my 1 minute. So we'll see how that wants to play out as well. But let's see if we're gonna trade now this level in here. All right, which would mean we'd wanna go sell like right there. So it's a bit high. So I wanna go sell at that 693 level and see what price wants to do with it. We might not get it. Yeah, looks like we're not gonna get that one. All right, so let's get rid of that. And let's see what price wants to do at this level here. And then we'll get that yellow line off there in just a second. Okay, so price gets down to the 15 minute support, which is, looks like this. If it gets down to there, does it reject? If it rejects strongly, then I'm gonna have to cancel this order, which I might do anyway. Okay. Let's go ahead and cancel that one, and then move this to match that 79 level, which is right there. Okay, so this is the 15 minute support, okay? Let's see what price really wants to do here. I can see price popping up way up here, and if that's the case, then I'd probably go ahead and take a sell right there. But I don't think price is gonna get that high. So then the next most reasonable place would be right here. But I don't know if we're in necessarily a downtrend or if we're going to just kind of trade inside of ourselves and then push back up. So let's wait, check this one out. We do have some nice sloping finally on our channel, our RWAP channel. So we are getting price to come down, which is great. Okay, so we have that, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to hold or push past this level here. So we'll see. Now I would need price to move 17 points, so I'm not in any real threat of getting this one filled up here, but I do have it there just in case price wants to make an extension, to which I would be glad to take it off their hands. Okay, yeah. Sun covered by a cloud. And it's out. Okay, so let's get that away for just a second. And price is really holding this level strongly. Now, now we could break and have a fill of this candle or even get down to here. Like that wouldn't be unreasonable, but I do want to be patient and just see what price really wants to do here. We haven't actually broken this level yet. Up there, I would consider that a break, but let's see if it holds. Okay. In a trade like this, I'd be looking at the channel and saying sell right here at that 86 level. So let's just wait. I marked this line as I thought it was really strong. If price can close below it, even for just some time, then we'll have ourselves a nice downtrend. If not, then we're going to continue to have this same thing, which is these wicks are longer, but we're not actually getting anything to hold beyond. So let's see if we can, let's see. Here's our 15-minute. I'm just being patient here because I do know that there will be a move that's worth taking. I'm not 100% sure this one is worth taking. We haven't had enough pullback either to really get into this trade. So let's see if price can actually hold, make some lows, and then if we do, then we'll have ourselves a chance to find some price down here. We can take some good trades. So let's be patient and wait. My ATR is sitting at, last minute it was at 10, okay. All right, so I'll bump up our contracts just one. Final last words, but let's see. Okay, so price chilling. Let's see if we can extend. If not, like if this thing closes green, which it has a chance to, like that just isn't gonna be good. So even though we did have price, pushed down here, we really stopped closing lower about, well, here, but we touched all these levels a few times and now here goes price. Now this looks interesting to me. If price can hold that, so price touches here and then pulls back, that's nice. That's a good trade. Okay, so maybe we do have enough sellers in the market to give us something here, potentially. Let's see. That would have been a good trade. So that would have been nice. That would have been about a 2-point drawdown. So about 120 bucks. Nothing to worry about there. Okay. All right. I think I like our spot here. Let's see. So price is clearly trading inside of this channel right here. All right. So let's get out of the way. Let's see if what we can get. Again, the 15-minute is still holding that level quite nicely. There's another push, another touch. Okay, and there goes price. If price gets right there, I'm definitely going to sell that. That 93 level, I would like, if price can pull back to that, I would expect it to continue down. Let's see. Now, I could get blown out of this one, so, but we'll be patient with it though. Give it a few points of movement. Okay, we're almost filled. I could really see this thing flying. Okay, we're in the trade. 180, 120. Okay, there's 260. 4 points. All right, minus 300 on that one. So that was a tough one. I would say we had price really extend the way we wanted it to, but that was just the bottom. So we had essentially right here. Okay, we essentially had price bottom out right here, and then it just like launched from there. So kind of that same 78, 79 level held really strongly. So that's interesting. And we could have seen that. The only thing is we had price basically do this candle right here. I thought we would get price to at least touch, go higher, and then come lower a little bit, and we'd be able to kind of take our spot. Looks like maybe we might get some of that. It just didn't happen on the candle I wanted it to happen on. So let's see if we're seeing this correctly or not, or if this is really just a pullback for us to go long. Let's see. Let's get this out of the way, by the way. Okay. All right. So now we are down 150 on the day. Okay. That's okay. I'll take that. All right, so now we're holding. Okay, so I would say we had one chance, our one solid trade we could have entered, which would have been this one right here. So we had price coming down, even though it was kind of curling back, it pulls up here. That would have been a quality sell, and then price ended up pushing down here. We could have had ourselves 5 or 6 points. That would have been a really solid trade. So we definitely had a chance to do that here. We didn't get it, we didn't take that trade. So that was our opportunity. This one was pretty close too, this candle right here. This one was a really good chance too. We just didn't take that one. So we had, I would say, 2 opportunities, 1 and 2. These didn't really give us much opportunity to do anything else. So that's okay. We'll be patient. But we had a couple opportunities, and then this one just wasn't the trade that we wanted it to be. It extended way too far beyond our entry point from 93 to, yeah, that's huge. That's huge. So almost 10 points of drawdown is a lot if you're scalping. It's way too much. You would never want to hold on to a trade that long for it to hopefully go. So gotta stick to our rules, stick to our basics, and not take too big of losses, because we can get a $300 profit anywhere, but we can't afford $500, $600, $700 losses. That doesn't make any sense. So tough one there. It happens. How long you been trading, Jake? Quite a while. We're going on 7 years, so 6 years and change. 6 years and change. March of 2025 would be, or maybe it's February, March 2025 would be 7 years. Somewhere in the new year, be 7 years officially. All right, so we had price spot, we had price reject here, pushing up here. Okay, so let's see what we get next. Okay. All right. Okay, we potentially have ourselves a nice little long coming, so let's see what this one brings us. All right. So price uses our level here, that 90 level, as its support, 91. So here, basically, it uses our center line as support, and then now we run. Let's see what we have here. All right, and it could just be the time where we just look for longs only. Let's see what we have here. 17 of you guys watching. Happy to have you guys. It's been a really good morning so far. We've had a couple choppy trades, but it's been a good morning so far. Every morning's a good morning, but let's see what we have. All right, so price inside of our channel. We'd like to see it break out. And if we can, we'd like to see it pull back. Now, I don't know if I want to take this trade. We have seen price respect this level quite a bit, but it's also violated a couple times. Hence the trade that I got into over here. It basically burrowed through it. And so let's see what we get. Here is our 15 minute, our 10 minute looks interesting as well. Same thing, and then our 5 minute is holding. So my 10 minute shows that this could be resistance. My 15 minute looks like resistance is going to be closer to all-time highs more than anything up here. And there's some support right here at the 89 level, which is way down here. And our 5 minute shows that we're probably pushing up as well, using our center line as support as well. So we're gonna see. I think our 10 minutes really the only one telling us that short makes more sense right now, but 5 and 15 tell us long. So that's what we're gonna look for. That is what we are going to look for. Okay. Happy to have you guys here. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like the live stream and subscribe if you haven't. Want to keep growing this thing, but we are doing some good work here. Looks like we have got price, there we go, price popping up a little bit. Let's see where this closes, because I would like to use this red line here as our entry. I would like to use that as like price pulls back to this level and then we go long from here. I would love to see that. But let's see where we get. This thing we need to basically close and hold up here. I want it to be outside the channel first. Let's see where we're gonna get that. All right, so we'd go buy right there. Basically, I need to see price pull back a little bit, and we're not gonna get it, I don't think. Let's see, which is good, because now we have way more opportunity to trade now. Okay, so we're not gonna get maybe this entry filled just yet. Okay. Let's see if that 28 level is gonna be any sort of resistance before we get back to set 36. Let's see, 28 first, 36 would be next. Right there. Okay, price is screaming towards it, which is good. See what we got. Okay. All right. We're gonna use that level right there as our entry. So if price pulls back to 18, which would be a 10-point drop, if it gives us that, then I'm gonna go long right here. We're gonna get long until we can get, so let's see. So there's price rejecting at that 28, 29 level, it looks like, 29 even, okay, fair. Now I'm looking for price to really pull back here first, like really pull back. Then we would take this long right here. And so we might get our question answered. Close. Close. Now I'm willing to give this thing about 4 points of movement. All right, so we're in up 80 already. Good. So we touch and bounce. Let's see if price can fly back up if we're gonna eat this whole thing up. Let's see. 120. Okay. See what price wants to do here. We're even. Positive. Okay, down 220. Wait for it. Okay. All right, 440 on that one. L, damn it. Okay, so we had a chance to, we were up 120, I think. So it wasn't what we were looking for. It looks like price holds this area here a little bit better than it held my level here. So we had a chance to be profitable, but that wasn't what we got into the trade for. And so because our profit never got to the level we're looking at, it didn't make sense for us to take it. But it looks like eventually, had we held just a tad longer, maybe we get back to profitable, and then this thing continues up. So we'll see what we get here. See what we get. All right, so we had the right idea, I think. Maybe just the wrong entry spot, but right idea. So price gave us, how many points down was that? 17. So it gave us 5 points of movement there, more like 6 from our entry. That's tough. That's tough considering ATR is sitting at 10. Yeah, 10. So that's pretty tough. For most of the candle movement to be drawdown is tough. Want to be a little more accurate there, but price does hold. So it looks like we are maybe going up. Let's see if what this candle wants to do here. Okay. Let's see what we got. United Healthcare. Rivers, I'm not sure what you mean by that, buddy. Where am I going here? Okay. So we have a little bit of room in our account here. So let's see if we can keep pushing here. All right. All right, so price is holding here, which is great. Let's see. Price pushed out a little bit. So we have a large slowing of momentum here, like a ton. So let's see. All right. Good. Okay. All right, so price getting back to all-time high level, 37, I believe I said, 36, 37 is our mark, 36 even, it looks like price officially touched. So let's see if we can get ourselves another little buy, enter our buy trade right here. Let's see. All right, so we want to go long right there. Now we would be going long off a reject of all-time highs, so which could be very aggressive. So let's just be, yeah. So this one could be tough for us. Let's see. Let's see if we reject and make all-time highs, or what happens here. There's 80. We've been seeing about $120 has been our profit. So let's see if we get more. 340, 380, 300. Okay. I guess we'll take 280 on that one. Maybe a little bit more room to go on that, but we had a chance and I just wasn't sure if we were going to continue to sit, move, or go. Today has been a day, and maybe yesterday was too, where there wasn't too many trades where we closed out too early. This one, if we held a little bit longer, we maybe could have made a little bit more. But for the most part, I think we got a really good spot. So let's do the same trade again. Is price sitting right here? And maybe I want to go probably a little higher than that, like right there. Let's see if we can get price to pull back for us. And we've really respected that level. And so let's see if we can get price to, actually I'm gonna move this down just a little bit. That's maybe not the best spot for it, but I wanna move price down a little. And the reason for that is I wanna see if, like how we're gonna respond to that 36 level. We haven't hit it yet. Oh, there, okay, so that was a nice push down. Let's see if price extends a little bit further, which is what my thought was, and then we could get into this trade. I don't know if we're gonna get all the way down, although that 23 level looks appealing as far as some wick action. Okay, so that was our touch of our support. Let's see. Okay, all right. So remember, 36 level is up here. I'll put a horizontal line there. Okay, it's right there. And let's see what we get. See if price, okay, price extends, hits our line, we're up 100, up 40. Let's see if it's gonna continue down here and how much drawdown we need to have before price moves in our favor. Looks like a point so far. Let's see if buyers wanna push price to all-time highs or what we got here. 140, 100. Okay, 20. There's 300, 240. 340, there we go. 380. We'll take 340 on that one. So really good trade there. We basically clawed all the way back. $450 there. So really, really good trading right there. Super solid. So now here's what we had is obviously we're trading into these all-time highs, and so price is getting really skittish as we get about 2 points away. Now, again, remember, I think we could see additional all-time highs today, right? We made an all-time high, we saw that, and then now we have price threatening again. There it goes, boom. And this is how it works. So price makes all-time highs, it's gonna make a very definitive statement, and now we've basically pushed higher by 6 more points. So there we go. And let's see if price wants to continue to sky up here, and we'll see if we can get some of this action going. So ATR clawing back up to 9. So really good there. Let's see what we have. Okay. All right. Okay, so new. So I'm gonna keep the old all-time high there because we did double top. But let's see if we get a pullback to right. I'm gonna go pull back right to our previous high. Maybe a little lower than it. So I'm gonna need price to pull back 7 points, and then we'll see what we get. All right, so we might not get it at all. All right, there's 45. Okay, so now we're in unprecedented territory again, same as before. Now let's see how far price wants to push beyond its previous. I'll get rid of this over here before we pull back. And again, price could just sit above the previous all-time high, not that it means a whole lot, and then just kind of chill out for a little bit. So we could see that too. So here goes price. And last time we got to all-time highs, we had price really flush down. So let's hope we don't get that again today, or this move right here. But, so let's see if we can get price back to our level. If we don't get it, if it holds, I'm gonna have to cancel this order. Because I don't want to use this level again to have price like hold. I don't want to do that. All right, so 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, so let's close that order out, and then we'll just wait for price to give us something again before our next move here. Okay, so touch, great. Okay, good. So my entry was a little bit lower than that 36 level, so I'm not even sure if it got hit yet. But what I definitely don't want to do is enter this trade yet, and we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Okay. Thanks, Brendan. United Healthcare. Yeah, I'm not sure. What are you trading? Free Money TV, I am trading NQ futures. At the top left it says NASDAQ. You can see that? NQ futures is what I'm trading. Really have to TR. PF, what do you mean by TR? Cassidy, yeah, I don't know. United Healthcare, yeah, I have no idea. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have price pushing back. Now, the question is price pushing back inside of our channel or just looking for a place to call support before it bounces? Like this level right here kind of feels like I want to use it as support. Kind of. All right, so we're gonna wait and be patient on that. We're gonna wait and be patient on that. But I think we could find ourselves some decent support at our center line here, at our RWAP line. I think prices could potentially get down to here. We'll see. Hard to tread lightly. Yeah. The thing about the all-time highs is you touch it and you think, okay, price is just going to fly down. Like we're never going to get all-time highs again. But we might make 4 or 5 new all-time highs, in the same day. So for context, previous all-time high was at that 706 level, and that was a few days ago. Put a line right there. So 706, and we're 30 points above. Now, if we go back to our 15-minute chart, we technically made all-time highs once. Again, well, technically this is the all-time high right here. But we make it, and then price sits above it a couple times. So candle opens here, 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 and now here. So the thing about all-time highs is that they will make new all-time highs intraday. So we'll be patient. We'll wait. It's rare for price to close at all-time highs, I would say. Like we'll obviously we'll close a lot higher than we did yesterday. So Bitcoin's up 4, Ethereum up 4. Good. Let me go back to the daily chart. Obviously we're gonna close higher than this. We'll close higher than this too. So we'll close, we'll see. Hopefully it's 80 points away. We'd close higher than this candle opened and probably this one too, which is another about 80 points or so, a little less. So we'll see where price what it wants to do with this. But I think we could definitely see ourselves having a new all-time high as far as the closing, which technically the closing of the last time we got here was 657, I believe. Unless I'm bugging out. Yeah, over here was 21. Yeah, we just went on a rampage, huh? All right, cool. Cool. Okay, so price respecting our bands a little bit. That's interesting. So maybe we're not necessarily looking for sells just yet. Okay. All right. So here's our daily chart, and again, we would need to close above 653 for it to close at an all-time high. Now, intraday all-time highs, we'll probably make a couple. So there was 1, there was 2, 3 right here, 4 right there. So we'll definitely have some all-time highs touched on the day, but whether or not we pull all the way back, to be seen. Yeah, it is definitely one of those let's just wait and see what happens. So we'll see. Got 20 of you guys watching, awesome. Happy to have all you guys here. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like the live stream and subscribe as well. Like and subscribe. I think the most we've had on here at one time was 22 or 21. YouTube will tell me. So yeah, happy to have all you guys here. We're making some all-time highs ourselves, I guess. All right. So now we have price trading inside of our channel, and this is really the level we've been trading inside of. I'll draw our trend line so you can see it. We've been trading basically in this range right here this whole time, and so I can't curve it, but it looks like more like that. So trading in here, price will definitely break out of that, and whether or not we start to go back down, maybe go back up, or we go down and make new lows relative to that 672 level. We'll see, which, by the way, 672 was the almost all-time high. Was it closed? 670 or 650 was that? Yeah, okay. 656. I'm not sure we were there. We were there before the day, but not now. All right, so we'll wait, be patient. Let's get this off the chart. Let's go to the 15 minute. Boom, boom. All right, so 15 minute, bouncing around, give or take a few points, but we're holding this level here, so we are holding, and basically price is trading inside of this channel right there. It's a little bit easier to see, a little easier to mark out too. So, whoa, that was off. I think we'd expect price to pull back into somewhere in here, that 714 level, which is way back here. And then maybe we could potentially see another launch back up. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. What I'm going to do though is I really have to pee. So I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes and give me a minute or two to fill up my water, and we'll get back to the trading here. Okay, no real action. Alright. Let's get back to going here. Okay. Alright, so we had a lot of really good like touches of our channel, that center line a couple times as well. But we didn't really get anything new. And this is the thing about all-time highs, is that price doesn't really want to go down. And we're making new all-time highs here again, as you can see on the 15 minute. Price doesn't really want to go down. But it's also kind of difficult for price to make new highs, as somebody has to be willing to buy that, if that makes sense. Let's go buy right there. It's probably a little low, like right there. And I don't think we get that. Let's see. Maybe we do. I'm expecting price to hit our channel line and maybe give it like another point. Yeah, 1 point or so. And then if we do, I think we can get back up to some highs here. Now this one could be a little bit dangerous, as I can see price getting down into here as well. So I'm gonna have to give myself about 4 points. So we can put that stop at like 40. Okay, so price almost hits my entry, doesn't hit exactly, but we're about center line of our buy zone. Let's see, and again, if this thing doesn't hit in the next couple seconds, then we need to cancel this order and let price. All right, so let's cancel it. Let's get out of that. We had one trade that went against us. That was super ugly. Didn't need to happen because we didn't cancel our order fast enough. All right, so probably right for canceling that order out. And here's price extending. I will go long if price gets to there. Price goes down to 36, I'll go long. And the reason for it is I've seen price sit in here before and then bounce up. We've hit the center line multiple times, kind of our RWAP line, if you would. So not gonna hit it. We're not gonna get close either, I don't think. We were though. Okay, there goes price. So we'll cancel that order out. But we didn't. I don't want to say we had a chance. Is that the entry point for this for me was not that. It was not that area. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're back to making some highs. All right. All right. Now's my 5-minute look. Let me get these drawings off the chart. Pretty solid. So let's see if we can get price to respect this level again. Go another buy right there. So at 48, which is basically the 5-minute pulling back. Now we can see it get 10 points back into our channel there. So we'll be patient with it. But basically, we're just trying to find a nice spot to enter for price to pull back to, and then just continue to rappel up. There are buyers into all-time highs. There always are. Even people who have futures contracts will buy into all-time highs, because you really just have to hit a couple notches before this thing really takes off, and we might even see that today. So let's see if price can get down to my level here. 2 points away. We were. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and cancel that order out. We don't want to hold that one very long. We're gonna let price do its thing, and then we'll see what the next candle wants to give us. Because what we saw basically was this same action a second ago. Red candle, this one might be green. Red candle, and then boom, big drop. And then we had price pop back up. So I would go buy if price were to get maybe a little higher than our center line. So at that 42 level. Let's see. I'm gonna change the settings really fast on this hatch because I don't like the way that it's so. So price is flying. How do I? Is it? There we go. That's better. All right. Okay. Cool. So we have price, and we're basically holding this level here. Sorry, I hit apply to all. There we go. Save. All right. So we have price, and we're not going to get that filled at all. We're not worried about that. Let's see. So price is trading now. If you guys can see this within like this channel right here. This is where price is trading, and so it's using this bottom line here as kind of support, which is great. Now price will puncture that quite a few times before it finally reverses, and so we do have to give it a little bit of room, and that means that sometimes we might have to miss out on a trade like this one, although it'd been a good one, because this could happen. And this type of trade, this is 8 points. 9 points, that would blow out just about anyone who's scalping. So we don't want to be a part of that, especially at 4 contracts. We're going to be quite tight with it, if that makes sense. So let's see, make sure you guys can hear me okay. Cool, you can. Fantastic. All right, so I have 11 of you guys watching, 6 likes, a couple subscribers from the live stream. So happy to have all you guys here. Let me know where you're watching from, how your day is going so far. We're sitting at break even ourselves right now. All right, so buy would be right here, a little lower than that, please. All right, cool. Oh no. That's a tough one. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if price can just extend another 2 points. That would get us in. And so I moved it. I moved my limit order. Oh man, we could have made some decent chunks there. 240 probably. Yeah, 320, 400 bucks. That one stings. So a lot of times putting your limit order is subjective, and I put it at our level. I put it a little bit above our level, and then I moved it down because I thought price might actually want to extend down like this, like a 9-point kind of drop. And we've kind of gotten that, 4 points. Yeah, I mean, that thing started at 63, went all the way down to 56. I mean, that's enough, 7 points. Yeah, I just got a little bit too conservative there. Get out. There we go. All right, so we're gonna wait and see what price wants to do here first. Because now we have, this is resistance, it looks like, but this is still acting as support, it appears. So be patient here, and we'll wait. But again, we're trading inside of that same channel, right? Same channel we're trading inside of. So let's just see what price wants to do here. Let's see, resistance, support, like we're just gonna keep making these higher lows and higher highs. We'll see. Okay, again, remember we're back to all-time highs. This is the 5-minute chart, by the way, but back to all-time highs, we can see that. 15-minute chart will look something similar with less candles. So price has no issue going higher. None whatsoever, right? Not at all. But now that we're at all-time highs, some of this is just going to be a little bit choppy, and that's okay. You can trade choppiness. Choppiness is moderately predictable. Let's see. Okay. Another pullback here. I would go buy right there. Let's see. Price is extending. Okay, price extended through my level here. We're even. We're up. Okay, this one could be quite shaky. Let's see. Okay, point. Okay. This one could be, I'll take a break even, honestly. Let's see what we got here. I thought price would bounce. It hasn't yet. Doesn't mean it won't, but it hasn't yet. There, extends a little further. All right, we'll have to close out of that one. Part of me thinks that this one's probably still is a buy, but okay, so sellers really step in here and we basically get price to just blow through our level there. All right, price really blew through our level there, okay? Not a huge deal there. Okay, a couple $100 lost there, almost 3. All right, so now we have price potentially looking for some shorts, potentially. I'm not calling for that. But entry on this one, on that previous candle, was, again, this is not, at no point was this a winning trade. At the beginning, it kind of was. And you can kind of tell sometimes when you get into a trade, like, if it's sitting at even for a while, it's probably not going to work out in your favor the way you want it to. But this one, this candle was what I expected, I think, this one to be, where we got price, I believe this was the candle, like a smidge from our entry. I expected this type of wick movement, and we got it. It just didn't happen the way I wanted it to. So we had price really pull back here. Now again, if I had less contracts, we could still be in this trade, and we'd be sitting okay, but we'd still be in the trade. But if we're gonna go a lot of contracts, we have to be tight with our stops, which is a part of the game. Now, we have price, we could have been, I would say 3 to 4 points lower, which is a lot to miss your entry by, especially when you're looking to be in and out in 1, maybe 2 candles. So missing your entry by that many points is a lot, especially when the ATR isn't even that high. ATR is sitting at, let's see, there's 33, sitting at 7 or 8. That's really high. So to miss it by almost an entire candle is quite a bit. So that was just a misfire on our end, but we had a chance though. We did have a chance to get in here. We didn't take it, we didn't get it, but that was one of our chances and that could have been a really good trade. This one would have been very similar, but we stopped making highs basically right here. I'll concede that 1 point of movement. So easy to see that one there. Here's price rejecting our level there. So we'll wait and watch and see what happens. Now, I'm not necessarily looking for shorts just yet. Look at the move we've had off of that bottom. We did take some shorts over here before. I believe it was this candle right here. So that's like the last candle. I think we got blown out of this one, I think, but quickly too. We ended up here and it just continued to run. So look at this, how this thing just ran, right? So really, really tough right here, but we did have price come back down. So we had price rolling up, went sideways. We pulled back a little and then launched again. And so we could probably see that same type of price action. Price pulling back into like this region in here, maybe upper region at 724 level or so somewhere in here, right? And then hold and go higher or hold and go a lot lower. We'll see. So price still looking good on the day. A lot of really good movement, a lot of green. Love to see that. Okay. And there goes price. Okay, so are we done going down? I don't know. But there is strong movement right there, make a new all-time high, and let's see what we got. Okay. We're gonna let this candle chill for a second. Probably put a long on right there, kind of mid-level, kind of our center line there. I'd go long right there if price extended down that far. And then we'd have at least 2 points of support, but let's see. And there goes price, pop and run. All right, so we're definitely not gonna get this fill. That's 11 points away. So let's see, more all-time high trading, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Good, good, good. Got 18 of you guys watching. Happy to have you guys here. Let me know how your days are going. P&L, we are currently down about 300 bucks or so. A little less than 300 bucks, which is good. Or, yeah, we're at 300 bucks a loss. Okay, so I kind of like this spot right here for price to reject, but now that candle's closed, let's wait for the next one. Don't mean to shake the camera, sorry. And then here's our 15. Let's move that to 5 and go, okay. So our 5 minute has really been riding this channel hard. So I would say if we got to that 49 level, so kind of deeper in here, right there or so, that could probably be the next time for us to enter. But we've seen that hit a couple times. So 49 or so, and you can see the 5 minute very clearly is trading this specific channel. Okay, so we're like one deviation away from the average of trades. We're kind of trading that on the 5. So the 5 is a little bit more helpful right now than the 15, considering we're at all-time highs. Not enough detail on the 5 for it to give us anything. Here's the 2 minute. So there's that. So really, really strong holding here. A couple piercings, but for the most part, we've been holding very strong. 3 minute, the same thing. I think I'm missing one in 3 minute. But okay. And then let's see. So potential long right here actually. See if price can hold that 55. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see what price wants to do here. See what price wants to do here. Okay. Oh, shoot. Show chart. There we go. All right, all right. Happy to have all you guys here watching, tuned in. Okay, okay. All right, so let's see. Price called support right here at 753. So we'll see what price wants to do with that information. Okay, looks like it wants to run. All right, on our 3 minute chart, I believe, yeah. This is a brand new candle, but it basically touched here, pulled back, and then ran. So that's nice. 2 minute candle pulls back into our channel just a little, and then we run, so that's good. So we'll see a couple wicks here. We could take that. Okay, cool. Let's see if the one will give us anything. We'll keep it going here. Okay. Okay, let's say just a little bit of sitting here, and this center line looks very appealing to me to take a short or take a long. Let's see if we can kind of get price to pop that. Looks like it did. Up 80, there's 140. I think we just close out 140 there. Yeah, so that was really quick. That was a really quick trade. You blink and you missed it. All right, so we had price push back, and basically when I see these big candles like this, I like to just test and see where the market is, and that was one of them. So quick and easy trade in and out. That was really fast. That was a really quick trade. But anytime you get one candle to kind of disturb the rest of the set, that's where you have to be quite cautious. So we could see that 749 level maybe even get tested on our 2 minute chart. Let's see that. 3 minute chart, something a little bit less the same. So price pushing through. 5 minute chart's holding very strong. So my 2 minute chart is saying the same thing. If we can hold that, we could go. Okay, so let's get back to our 1 minute, 5 minute chart. And then this one should be our 1 minute chart. Okay, so I don't know if I'm looking for shorts just yet. Although I do see how my 5 minute price is really pushing down. So like, remember we talked about trading this channel? and it goes price. So let's see if it holds here, and if it does, then we can have ourselves a nice little long setup, maybe back up into our channel, make some new highs for the day. So let's see what we get here. So there's price holding on our 5. Okay, make sure you guys can see this okay. All right, and then let's see if see what happens from here. See what happens from here. Okay, so we're still looking for some longs here. Good. And are we gonna hold this mid-level here, this 59 or 58 level, and go higher? We'll see. So there's that trade on our 5-minute chart. Right, super easy for us to see right here. Price just nails it and then runs. Now, just because it goes down doesn't mean that it won't come back. So we gotta watch and be patient for that too. But let's see. So doing decent so far. Let's keep it going here. Okay. Okay. All right, so price coming back down. That's fine. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so price holding. Wow. Okay, so reach more. Okay. Okay, so it's possible we have price starting to come back down. Let's see how this one plays out for us. Okay, so now we have price indefinitely inside of our channel here on our 1-minute chart. All that means is that we could potentially see some resistance up here and some support down here. Totally fine. But it looks, well, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like price is ready to just kind of settle down for a second. So we could see, price roll back a little bit. Now, I don't know where to, maybe somewhere like in here / in here. So this 37 level, like somewhere in there, we could see that. It would take some time, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to see just yet. All right, so here's price. We're just kind of sitting and waiting, and we'll see what happens here. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Looks like price might be trying to hold our center line here and reject. So it held once, it held twice. Let's see, as long as this candle stays red, let's see. Let's see what we can get here. Okay. All right, we're just sitting here waiting, wanting to see what price wants to do here. There's not a whole lot, nothing for us to really trade. So let's just be patient because we will get a move. Like we will get price to break out of. I always get confused as to where that box is on there. This right here. We will get price to break out of this. So we just have to wait. Now price has broken our little trend, right? It's still inside this channel, but it's broken that. So let's get that off the chart too. Let's see if price is just gonna pop here and then race back down. And we'd be looking at that 33 level as a place for price to kind of settle to potentially. I don't know if that's realistic, but it is something I'm looking at. Let's wait and watch. See what happens. Okay, there goes price. Okay. That's any you guys watching. Happy to have you guys here. We're just waiting and watching for price. Let's see what price wants to do. Okay, so it holds. Let's see. Okay. Just sitting and waiting. Sitting and waiting. So again, when we get a price to break out of this, it looks like price, if we interpret this right, held this upper trend right here. And then let's see if we can get to push. See if we can get to push. Okay, pull back. Okay. Should get price to pop up here a little bit. And we'll see what we get from here. See what it is that we get from here. Got 14 of you guys watching. Really appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for jumping on the live with us. Let's see what we get from here though. Okay, price still slicing back and forth. So we're just gonna have to keep waiting. On our 5-minute chart, we basically have this wick. I think will get filled at some point, so we'll wait for that. Let's see, 10-minute chart, 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart is just 2 candles dancing. So we'll see. It looks like price could be done with highs. Okay, there we go. Looks like price could be done with some highs right here, and we'd be looking at some shorts potentially coming. And so let's see if price is going to sideways trend into our channel there. And so let's see what this looks like on our 1-minute chart and see what we can get into. Okay. Now price has held this, our bottom channel line, like consistently, right? We've seen it hold this level almost 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. We've seen that happen. And so this could be a really key level here where if we were to break it, we could retest it. If we were to break it, that could mean that we're going to come down maybe into this 33, again, into this 33, 36 level. We'll see. But price is really holding that. Here's our 5-minute again, 10-minute, 15-minute. The 10 and 15 look very damning as far as price action goes. We basically have price pushing down and pushing down again, so we kind of have like call for a bottom. So let's see what that turns into on this chart. And again, we haven't been faked out on any wicks. Like I haven't gotten in on any wicks, I would say. We've just gotten in on price being basically turning around. So let's be patient here. Make sure that this isn't going to be one of those where price pushes down and then immediately reverses back up. So we're gonna have to give this one another candle or so. I don't want to use this as support just yet. I'm not ready to commit to that, as I haven't seen price actually hold, even though I think this could work as putting a sell right here. I just want to wait and be patient and see what happens here, and we'll do that. So we'll see. We'll just wait. Here goes price back to those lows. Okay. All right, all right. All right, there we go. Let's see. Okay, now what I want to see here is, if this is going to be a continuous move, is for price to basically trade inside of this channel here, this region. Okay, so I'll draw it out. But I basically want to see price trade in here so that I can use this over here. I'm going to go sell. If we get price up there, I'm going to go sell right there. We get price to push up right here. I want to see price sitting here and get comfy, and then I can trade this as a resistance level down to support consistently. Let's see what price wants to do here. See if we can get it to, if we get up to here, it's another 4 points. That would be a nice little trade for us. All right, we're gonna cancel that one out. I don't think that's gonna get there, and if it does, the next candle could be ugly for us. Okay, so we'll wait. Okay, now it looks like price is probably gonna hold this as support. Probably, I don't know that to be true, but probably. If that's the case, then we don't necessarily have a trade yet. We have price building down, but until we get price to act outside of the norm, which is in between these red lines, until we get price to sit in here and hold here, or sit up here and hold there, like we don't have ourselves a real trade. So really our first inkling of this was we had this right here. Price touched one time and bounced, and we had another touch, another touch, another touch. Price violates, then it goes back in, and then now we're kind of trading inside both these valleys here. But we want to see this. We want to see price trade outside of our red lines consistently, and then use those lines as support, in this case as resistance over here. We're not seeing that yet, which just means that price doesn't have a direction yet, which is okay. So and that's fine. We've had price just go nuts all today, so nothing to be upset about, but be patient. Being patient. Okay. Alright, we're just going to chill for a second. We're going to be on live for a little bit, maybe longer than usual, as we are at all-time highs. We do have a lot of really good movement here, and to just think that price would suspend itself up here without making it move down or even way up, it's just, I don't think that's possible. So we're gonna wait around. I might have to go pee again, but we're gonna wait around and see where this thing wants to take us. So let's hang tight. Whoops. And okay, your channel. All right. Okay, so we got price fighting to go up and rejecting. Our 5 minute is giving us some good clues as to what maybe we could be seeing, which is price just melting down into our channel here. Our 15, again, a little more damning. But now we're starting to see that maybe price touches our level here within range and then pops, potentially. So we'll see on that as well. But we just have no clear evidence of what price wants to do. We will be patient. We will be patient. Well, we got nothing here so far. Let's continue to be patient, continue to just chill for a second. I think we're gonna get price to break out. It's just gonna take a minute for it to do so. We're starting to see price a little, it's hard to see, I would say, but starting to get some slopage down, right? So starting to get price to, lightly trend down. So we'll see there, but nothing I want to trade on just yet, if that makes sense. I was really wondering why all of my charts look the way they did. They should be black. I'm not sure why it was anything different. All right. Let's be patient here. Let's wait. See if price wants to reject this and come back, or if it's going to push through. And then maybe just like this was our bottom, and we would maybe have price continue to move up here a little bit. So let us wait. Let us see. Okay. If you guys have questions, throw them in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Thank you to all you guys who are liking and subscribing. It really means a lot. Liking the video, subscribing to the channel. We're growing this thing. We're growing kind of fast. Not relative to maybe other creators, but we are growing pretty fast. Just a month ago, we had like 100 subs, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Starts with good trading, but right now it's boring. So we'll see. Okay, we have price building up here. Okay. So maybe a long. So looks like price is done going down here. We're holding, hold, and we're up. Right, 4 in a row. Let's see. Why would I do that? 10 minute says something. The 15 minute kind of gave me this inclination when I saw this candle having wicks on both sides. Kind of thought, What's up, Bobby? I'll comment on that in just a second. Let's see if we can get price to pull back right here, and we'll go long. Do I like that spot? I think I do, but we have very low price action here. We're looking at like 7, and so on the ATR. Let's be patient. Okay, now the question is, does price want to ride our channel here? Does it want to ride this, essentially? And it would look different as price continues to go up, but like, does it want to do something like this? If the answer is yes, then great. If the answer is no, then we don't have a trade. So let's close that down. Ironically, I might close it down as price when we get to my level. But essentially, if my order doesn't get filled, not instantly, but like almost right away, then I'm curious to see if this could be a pop and then a huge pullback. So we're gonna wait and maybe we'll let, man, I kind of like this trade. I just, all right. I don't love it a ton, but let's see if we can get price to get into our trade here. This is kind of what I'm seeing, and we'll see if this is accurate here. So here's our new channel based on where price is moving. Let's see if price can hold this and continue on, or if it's going to just kind of sit here and push past. So there's minus 60, minus 80, minus 100. Not worried about that too much. We would need to see price drop a lot further. Okay, 360. Let's wait for just a second. Okay. 200, 180. Okay. Can we get to even at least? Wow. Okay, I just closed that one out at $40. I can't believe that that thing actually... All right, so as far as luck goes on this channel, that's probably the luckiest trade I'll ever do on this channel. So being down 4 and closing out $40, like what I thought was gonna happen was right. What the issue was, or what the trade called for, was way more drawdown than I was anticipating. So two things, we call it luck, but like we canceled our order here, we set it lower here, so we saved ourselves. I definitely would have exited with $500 loss. I definitely would have exited at that point. So we saved ourselves and we got lucky. But then price, I would say our entry, it called for 7 points of movement, and at 4 contracts, that's just a lot, right? So that's why I would say that trade there was quite lucky, because had it extended further, we really would have been out of that trade pretty quickly. So price holds, kinda, but man, we were really fortunate to even get profit on that trade at all. So that was okay, but as far as luck goes, that's probably the most lucky I'll get trading. Okay, so perfect spot, honestly. Perfect everything. We had everything right. We actually saw the market right. We had about 8 points or so that didn't go in our favor, because we could have been in this trade here and just held. Now, the reason I don't hold very long is I don't like being down deep and praying that price goes back up. It's not really my style. So I'm in and out of trades, but man, that was a lucky one. That was a lucky one. I was doing 0 DT ups for a minute, made out decent, like 1K to 10K a couple times, then back to 0. Yeah, Bobby, that's trading, you know, Qs, trading SPY, trading SPX options. The volatility is real, right? And you felt that. Let's go buy if we can get price down to here. Well, let's just take a long right there. The volatility in trading options is insanity, right? You can really grow some cash and you can blow it up. You know, the question just becomes, the trades that you took and won, was that what was more lucky? Yeah, very punishing if you are incorrect. That's correct. The question is like, were the trades that you won luck, or the trades that you lost just like bad trades? That's the real question. If you were winning and it was lucky, then like, that's okay. You did the right thing by not trading anymore. If you were like losing and those were just bad trades, then you just have to find a little bit more discipline to take the setups that you really like. Remember I told you guys that price would probably trade this channel. Again, it shifts, right? But this is what we're seeing. We just had a huge dip though. Like, that's so annoying that we had that big ass dip, because I called this entire move. I just didn't have didn't have enough, but I just wasn't as confident holding that thing for as long as I did. Because once we got even, we started for a second and then we took flight. So, okay. So here's my entry if we get it at 773. And we are making, again, new historic all-time highs as we are on live. So very nice. See what we got here. Got 17 of you guys watching, so great. Happy to have all you guys. Let's see if we can get a pullback here. And we are looking at RWAP. This is range weighted average price. So we're looking at price. The basically the way it ranges is the way that we want to trade it. So waiting for a couple pullbacks, basically pull back to one of our channel lines here, and then we want to let it extend beyond. So here's our 15 minute, our 5 minute will give me a little bit more detail. So again, we're trading that same level. Let's remove that drawing and add a new one. We're trading the same level on the 5 and 15, which is great. So my entry should be up here. We're trading this channel right here. That's probably not as good of a drawing. Yeah, right there. Let's see if we get a fill. We're 3 points away. Probably don't get that, if I had to guess. That stinks. We wouldn't have got it even if I put it a little bit higher, so that's okay. We were 2 points off. I'd rather be 2 points off on a trade than be 2 points early. Because again, if I was 2 points early on this one, we would have been out. So, which, could have been a backbreaker for sure. Yeah, Bobby, it's really tough. Trading options, but that's a very normal story, right? You trade options and you do well, then you do poorly, then you do well. And sometimes it's market dynamics, right? Sometimes you have just the market is moving in a certain manner and that's what your brain sees. You're like, I can just kill this, but then it stops moving that way and you have to reformulate. So I'll let you focus, but based on my basis was open interest. MACD, Bollinger Band, 9% of my losses, round trip made, yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right, Bobby. That's super unfortunate because you're probably not a bad trader, but it's like when those losses stack up on you and it forces you to stop trading or get out, that's where it gets tough. I'm gonna keep my buy open and I'm gonna keep trying to ride price. This candle here, we had a chance, and not a great one, but it had a chance. This one, I'm gonna let price come back down into some of these wicks in here, be at this level. So here's our 5 minute. Again, we're still trading that same. Damn, the sun is just beams right on, which is exactly what I wanted. I needed to get better blinds for this office. Let's see what we get here. So price making a top here. So I would expect price to push down and pop. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. If we get that, if we don't, I'm gonna cancel this order here in just a second. All right, so let's cancel that. Let's see what price wants to do here, and we'll keep going. 18 of you guys watching. Happy to have all you guys here. Good words. I'll be lurking. I enjoy your style, man. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate that. Hopefully we can make some money together. So keep pushing, keep trying. Trading is a game that you can always come back to. This will always be here. So regroup, reset. Remove some of the negative biases you have and do it again. All right, let's see if we can get Okay, so I'm seeing price. The reason I'm a little bit shy on this trade here, setting up this trade at least, is I see this 7, and it means not a whole lot on the 1 minute chart, but I'm seeing this 785 level as strong rejection. I think you guys can see that too. I see that. And so although I would want to buy right here, and maybe that trade would be decent, this up here lets me know that maybe there are a lot of sellers and this trade could be short-lived. Now, if price gets down to here, I would buy that all day. If price got down to 771, I'll take that. But not anymore. Not just that one candle. Just that one candle. Okay, so are we going to hold our channel or no? Is the question. Are we going to hold this? It's really more like that now. Are we going to hold that or no? Price drops out of it, jump back into it. We'll see. But I didn't like that high. That high was kind of freaking me out. I didn't know if I wanted to trade into that. So my intuition was good and bad, I guess, because technically price did just immediately reverse right back up, but it definitely pulled back deeper than I would have wanted it to by another 4 points or so. Okay, there goes price on the 5. Let's trade that same channel. See what we got here. See what we got. 360 of you guys have subscribed. That is really meaningful to me. I really appreciate all you guys just jumping on and hitting the subscribe button. I know it doesn't cost anything. I subscribe to a lot of channels too, but it's cool to be building this thing. So I really appreciate you guys. All right, let's see if we get price to get above that. And we are outside of 1 candle really. We're trading, well, 3. 2. This one and this one, because price closes inside. We are trading the channel pretty nicely. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. All right. All right, now, okay, same thing. Now, I'm not ready to go sell anywhere in here, but we saw this rejection once, twice, three times, almost four times, almost 5 times here. So does price want to go higher? Okay, try it again, didn't. Okay, so now we're waiting for price to do something here. And I would say on this move to sharpen up my entries, probably that candle right there was an entry. That one was close, that one was close. That one was interesting. It had a chance potentially. But now, okay, so let's see, let's get rid of these drawings here for just a second. So here's how I see this. Here's my paintbrush. Is I have price like this, right? And anytime that happens, price can either pop up or it can like push down. Now I'm not in the game of like guessing, and so I'm gonna let price figure itself out before I take a trade, but we up and paused, right? Up and sideways. We could do the same thing down to down, sideways, right? So we had down, sideways, and race. Okay, so up, sideways, are we gonna race down or are we gonna race back up? I don't know which way, and that's not really the way I wanna trade. We're just gonna wait and be patient. Like, I would love to go maybe a sell up there and a buy down here. I don't know. But we're gonna wait and be patient. The 5 minute looks nice and strong, and so we're gonna see what this candle wants to give us. And I could see it getting down here. So I would go buy, but right here. So way deep. Way deep. And then we have something, maybe. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, got 16 of you guys watching. Really appreciate you having all you guys here. The reason my buy is lower than these two is I do, from time to time, price will like test. As in buyers will, or sellers will step in and try to accelerate price through a level before, buyers step in or trying to take profit. So like here, like everybody sees that level. And so I'm like no stranger to that. I could see price coming here and bouncing, but I could see price accelerating just a little bit further. Let's cancel that buy order really fast. Thank you. Okay, cool. Make sure we cancel that. And then potentially pushing up. Now this will act as support, so let's see if we can get that. Let's put Let's put a buy in right underneath our center line here. So I'm seeing price basically hold, I'll redraw it again, this level. Now I was almost correct on this one where I thought price might push down a little bit further then go back up. It just didn't. That's just okay. But we had a chance to see that experiment play out and it didn't work out. All right, so I have price sloping down here. I have price still very bullish on our 5 and our 10 and our 15. Okay, so we're gonna cancel that order for just a second. Half hour chart, green, hourly chart, 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart is just like go up, nothing. You can't even read that. It's like, it's just gonna go up. So not a whole lot of pulling back. So not super legible. Daily chart, just whatever you were doing the past couple of days, forget about it. Today's the day. So now typically I like to see my ATR on the daily chart above 3. We haven't gotten that in a long time. 300's right here. Haven't gotten that right here. Haven't gotten that in a long time, but today was just some really good action. So we just had news. So anytime you have inflation news, or CPI rather, say it properly, gonna get big movement. We have the Fed meeting on the 18th, which is a week from today. So we'll have good morning, choppy by about an hour and a half in. Then it will get crazy when he starts talking. Fed Powell starts talking. Because we're expecting rates to get cut again, even though inflation's higher than it should be. We'll see. We'll certainly see. All right, got 16 of you guys watching. Really happy to have all you guys here. I wish I could take a trade for you to kind of demonstrate, what's going on, but we just don't have a lot moving at all. So we're gonna hang tight. We're gonna be patient. And we're gonna let things come to us. But let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, so we have price respecting our center line here. Okay, respecting that. It gets down into here and it launches back up. That's great. I like that. But now, the next question is, what happens from here? Price has been sideways for a minute, and so I always get that wrong. Doom da doom, right there. That's basically what we've seen. So let's go back to our 5 minute. Give me a little more detail. So 5 minute has been very, very staunch in the way it's been trading, which is inside this channel completely the entire time. We'll have some updates where I'll be able to kind of show you guys this in real time. We'll just highlight this channel, have support, resistance printed so you can read all that. But, okay, so there's a pop really quick. Let's see what we got. 5 minute is trading this channel right here. Good. Okay. No. What's my ATR at? 6. Yuck. Okay. See if we can get a pullback here. If not, then maybe we have to just call it. But we'll see. Let's see what we got for the next couple minutes, and then if not, we'll see. 15 of you guys watching, really appreciate that. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like the live stream. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're happy to have you and putting out some decent content, I'd say. Let's see if we have price catching and holding this slope right here. You guys see that right there? It's more like this. Not like that, like this. Okay, let's see if price wants to hold that. Boom, boom, boom. It would need to push down a little bit further, and then we'd see. Okay. Price is holding our channel quite nicely over here. Good. 15-minute chart says what? Same thing. Sorry. Okay, this is one of those days where your portfolio is going to grow a lot, but there just might not be a lot of trading this afternoon. So hopefully we get price to continue to just trickle on up. That'd be sick, right? But we'll see. All right, let's see if we can get a buy right in here. Right there. So I'm expecting or looking for price to just bully its way back down another couple points and then pop like it just did. So let's see. Nope. Now the center line is where I'd like my entry to be. However, I do want to see if price could just like snap down really fast. We get filled and then we go. That would be the most ideal version of this. But it did get close. It got close, but we're about a 1.25 away. Let's go ahead and close that entry down, and we'll wait for the next one. So look at price really respecting our channel lines here, really respecting it, which is great. So do we want to go a buy right here? I'm not as bullish on that. I'm really not. So we'll wait here. Okay, we got nothing. All right, I'll be right back. I use the bathroom again. I'm drinking the hell out of my water, so I'll be right back. Let's see what we got here. good. I'll be happy to have you still. Thanks for your guys tuning in. Little water / bathroom break there. Javi, let's get into the chat here a little bit. See what we got. All right. So obviously you started a TopStep yesterday. Good. Nice. I prefer TopStep as my prop firm of choice. Reason for it is their payout structure is the best. They have the least amount of rules. Basically, just pass the eval. You can do it in 2 days, probably more like 3. That and there isn't really a consistency rule other than don't make more than 50% of that goal. But then once we have the account, you just need to make $200 5 times, and then you get a payout of 50% of your proceeds. So really, really nice there. So I do prefer TopStep. Apex is a lot cheaper though. So when they have their sales, maybe worth buying a couple just to have. And then are the plaques behind me? No, they're like personal mementos, if you would, personal like records that I've set for myself and hit. Just milestones is the best way to put that. Personal milestones. And so I keep them. And they need to be up on the wall, actually, but we'll get them at some point. I'll probably have another couple need to print out. Anyway. But yeah, TopStep is just my favorite because it's the simplest to understand. Apex, like, they used to, I like Apex. I'm not going to speak ill because that's rude, but passing in 1 day is a big deal. I like that. Like, I will jump into an eval and try to pass it in 1 day because I can. Does that mean you blow up an account from time to time or a lot? Yeah, like that, yeah. Right, you're gonna over leverage and try to hit that thing in like 2 trades. So I don't mind their eval process, but their payout structure stinks where you essentially, like now, it used to just be, what was it, 10 days or 8 days or something like that, 10 days, and then you get a payout. So that I don't even mind. The consistency rule they have is really weird, but the biggest thing to me is that their payouts are capped, right? And what they're basically calling your bluff on as a trader is like, you're not good enough to get more than 1 payout, and so we're gonna cap you at this amount, and then you're probably gonna blow up your account again. I just don't like that. It just feels very predatory. It feels that way. Now let me tell you, if Apex came to me and they said, hey, we like your YouTube channel, let's say it was 10 times bigger, and they said, we want you to be a brand ambassador or whatever, or affiliate, but sure, like I wouldn't have a problem with that. Like, yeah, if that means you guys can get cheaper evals, cheaper PA accounts, cheaper resets, whatever it is, yeah, I'll take that all day. But I don't like the way that they handle their business when it comes to the PA accounts, because there's just so many ways you can mess up. Not to mention that the drawdown is incredibly low. Like, it's so low. You get an account and they don't really tell you, like, they don't tell you what it is. They kind of just are like, let's see what your drawdown is. And they stop you out. And then you think, okay, I got stopped out, I'll be back tomorrow. No, your account's blown. Other thing about TopStep, even it's payout or eval the same way. You will get stopped out of your trading once and your account will still be open. You can hit that daily drawdown again, and as long as your account doesn't drop below a certain point, you're still good to go. But essentially, you have multiple days where you could have losses and you'd still be fine. And even though $1,000 on the 50K account, or I think it's $1,500 on the 100K, whatever it is, even though it seems pretty like tight, like it's much more generous than what I think Apex gives you at all. But I think Apex kind of makes up for it because they're cheaper. I don't know. Okay, let's see if we have some action here. Okay. So 5 minute, our 15 minute says long. 5 minute is giving me kind of a curl back into our zone here. Now we saw this once before. Price basically got all the way down here actually, relative. Pushed back into here and then it bounced and raced back up. So we could be seeing that again. So let's see where the markets are, MSTR. Okay. Good. All right. Could have a trade here. The reason I don't know if we have a trade is like this candle right here. See these two? So price touched this low, essentially, same spot almost. Next candle races straight through our center line here. Next candle holds it, next candle races back down, and then we kind of hold it again. So I'm not super excited about this trade yet. I would like to see price get into like this area right here, if that makes sense, right in there. If price can get into here and then dance, then I can use this level as true like resistance. But I could see price, get rid of that. I could see price slicing through this. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and that's cool. But if it just trades in this lower half or in this upper half, then that's not really usable either. That's only a couple points, and we really don't want to be inside of that. So we don't like to wait and see if we can get price down here. So we'll see. We'll see. Got 13 of you guys watching. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like the channel and you subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. So happy to have all you guys. Got 14 of you guys watching. Fantastic. It's pretty good. I think we peaked out at 19 or 18 today, so maybe we'll get some more as price continues to move. We'll see. But really, really good. Really good. Let's see what else is going on my computer here. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so we have a whole lot of nothing going on. So let's see. Whole lot of nothing going on. So got 16 of you guys watching, really appreciate it. Remember how I said we didn't want to take a short because we saw price slice through our midline? Here is that action. Obviously I'm a candle late, but here's that action. We see price just completely cut through it like it means nothing, because sometimes it just means nothing. It does it again. And so when we have, okay, it's interesting. But when we have action like this, we know we don't have anything decisive. That's why we want to trade outside of these channel levels. Unless you get something like this, easy move up and then just a huge rejection. Ideally taking a trade right here would be sick. And here's the thing, is I'm pretty sure we did take this trade, if I remember correctly. No, that's 20 minutes ago, maybe. I think we did take this trade. We just got in really way too soon, I think. Anyway. All right, let's see what we got here. So there's one of these, right? Maybe it's this one. It's one of these. It was something like that. Okay. Okay. Now we have decisive action. This is what we want to see. Let's see if it can hold. But then we'd want to probably go sell right there. Okay, we should be in the trade. We are. Now price could blow through this thing, so I'm gonna be very, very quick on this. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, so immediately we're down, and I'm patiently waiting here because we haven't really made a decisive move just yet. Our entry is about a 1.5 early. It's okay. Okay, we're 2 points off. All right, so we're starting to move up a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Down 180, down 140, down 160. Okay. So go ahead and cancel that one out. 380 on that one, negative. So same thing occurs. Kind of unfortunate is we have price dropping outside of our channel and it immediately reverses back up. So we just have a lot of chop. What's my ATR sitting at? It pops up here at 8. Now we're back down. We previously, before that candle, were at 6.5. So a little bit tough. I'm sure the afternoon will open up for us, but we took a flyer on that one. We missed. It happens. But so price drops all the way down here. And then we never really had a chance to be profitable, I don't think. I don't think that trade was ever profitable. But we tried to go short, and we saw price hit the mid-level on our 5 minute and then just race up from there. And so that's going to be a tough one for me, because I probably could have seen that trade and avoided it a bit. Whoops, I don't need to do that. So super, super tough on that one, but it happens. So we had price drop down, bounced, ran back up, and just erased that entire move. Tough on there. Tough to see price looking to do that. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because we could have seen it, interpreted it as price hit this thing and ran away, and we'd be looking for a long here, but then we're trading the 5-minute chart. So not necessarily what I wanted to do here, but it would have been beneficial because we would have made a decent amount of money, or at least saved some cash on that. So that's okay. That is okay. All right, well, let's see what else we have for the next few minutes, and then we'll keep it going, that or not keep it going. Let's see. Yeah, a bit of a shaky trade there on that one. I don't know why Loom is deciding it wants to just be active. Okay. All right. See, is there anything for us here? Let's see. Is there anything for us here? Price is just chilling. We're gonna wait and be patient. All right, well, today's been a bit of a longer day. Let's see if this thing can move up, maybe we'll have some longs potentially to trade. If not, then we'll wait and we'll hang out, we'll be patient, but let's see. Okay, I think we're chilling. All right, well, let's call it a day. There's not a whole lot of action going on right now. I think we will get some in this afternoon session. So we'll hang tight for that, but Good morning. Bad last trade here. Always want to end on a win, but that one stunk. So I had a couple opportunities, but let's end it on a loss today. We'll come back tomorrow and body it some more like we did yesterday. Anyway, tough one. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.